Now, I'm uploading this video on Monday, August 8th, probably around 5 p.m., but I'm recording it the night before, Sunday night, about 20 minutes after the Messi Inter-Miami magic that we just saw. And I don't know if y'all know, hot take, but that Messi kid, he's pretty good at soccer, and I really think he has a future in the sport. So as you can tell, I'm not really a soccer guy, but watching what he's done with Inter-Miami has been really, really fun, and he's turning me into a soccer guy. This is a football town, even though American football does start in a week. You know, we got the Miami Dolphins coming up. Preseason is on, I think it might be is less than a week away. I think they actually play on Friday night, which is weird. But that's gonna be a lot of fun too. Point is, all kind of stuff going on in the city right now. It's been a lot of fun, and really that Inter-Miami game, one of the most exciting games I watched. I mean, coming back from down 2 10 minutes ago, the own goal on the Dallas, which is stupid. I guess that's MLS for you. But then you had the Messi decide the game and they won in PKs. It was a lot of fun, man. So if y'all ain't been watching Inter-Miami, you might want to check it out, because I'm not a soccer guy, but it's getting me into it, man. It's getting me into it. But anyways, today we're here to talk about the Miami Heat and not Damian Lillard, because I'm tired of talking about him for now. But it brings in views, so I be doing it sometimes, just if I feel like it, you know. I like to address the Portland fans like I did in my last episode. Well, last episode was actually with Royal A. Shepherd. Go check that out if y'all want to see a really, really fun pod. We talked about everything, and just including the culture of Heat Twitter and such. But anyways, let's get into talking about Cole Swider, because I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, oh, you're already a minute and a half into the video and I haven't even said his name. Listen, man, it's my YouTube channel. I can talk about what I want. And I got timestamps down below too, so you can always jump forward to a topic that you want to if that interests you most. But here we are going to talk about Cole Swider, who the Miami Heat just signed to a 10-day deal, aka a training camp deal. He'll be here for training camp. A lot of people were freaking out saying, hey, why are they giving him a roster spot when Christian Wood is still out there? Relax, it's just more of a training camp deal. He may or may not be here when the season starts, but they're calling him the amazing Swider man. I don't know how I feel about that. And when I say they, I mean I watched one highlight where they called him that. But I kind of hated it at first, but you know, it's starting to come around to me. But when I did get the Shams notification saying that the Heat signed him, I first thought it was Cole Swindell. Now, I'm not a country music guy either. My country music knowledge extends as far as I've heard Jimmy Butler mention guys. You know, I know he likes the Luke Bryan or Luke Combs, and or Morgan Waller. I don't know. Whichever guys Jimmy likes, that's about the only country guys I know. And whichever ones they play at the line dancing place when I occasionally go with my girl. But I ain't one of those white boys that knows all the songs and such. I just be going to just to hang out. You feel me? But where are we at today? Cole Swider, 6'9", 3-point sniper. Now, he played 7 games for the Lakers last year, shot 37% from 3, but only played like 6 minutes a night, shot like 1-3 games. So we can't really base it off of that. But he did play 3 years at Villanova, with his senior season being at Syracuse, where he played 35 minutes a night, averaging an incredible 41% from 3, 6 attempts a night. And he was getting, you know, that came to 14 points a game with 7 rebounds too. I did like to see that, you know, he was able to crash the glass a little bit, because I know another 6'8", 6'9" sniper who doesn't get rebounds. And I'm talking about Duncan Robinson, which is where everybody's mind wants to go when they hear about a 6'9" shooter, or really just another shooter. But they do got a little bit of similarities. Now, Cole Swider did play 27 games in the G League last year, and he averaged 17 points a game on 47% from 3 on 7.6 attempts per game. That is truly amazing. And even in the summer league, in like the 5 Vegas games, he shot like 50% from 3. And then in the Sacramento games, where he played like another 5 or 6 games, shot close to 50% there. So he's been killing it as of late. So I know what you're thinking. Can't we just fast forward 2 years to where the Heat are giving this guy a max contract, because that's what they always seem to do? Well, not yet. Slow your roll a little bit, because according to Ira Winderman, for some reason, apparently the deal can't officially be made until the Heat sign one more player to a standard deal. Ira was speculating that maybe it's Jamal Cain, who is currently a restricted free agent. So he's not actually one of the two-way spots. People were wondering that, because you're allowed 3 two-way spots now. They currently have 2 of them filled with Jamari Bouye and Drew Smith. I do not think Drew Smith will be here by the time the season starts. At least I don't think maybe he should be. But they got 2 of those 3 spots filled. So Jamal Cain may either go to one of those two-way spots, or they can sign Jamal Cain to a standard deal. either way, he will be on this roster. He's a great player. But from watching this Cole Swider highlights, because I certainly don't know of him other than the highlights that I've seen today, he appears to be a very, very good movement shooter. So it's not like he's just one of those catch and shoot guys that sits in the corner and can knock it down. No, this guy can run off of screens. He can do the little loop-de-loops that we see Duncan Robinson doing. So could he be a potential Duncan Robinson replacement? That's the big question everybody's asking. Well, in theory, yeah, it sure seems like it, which is nice to see because that's the Heat system, right? They like to set screens. They like to put Bam, the high key, the top of the post there, do his little handoffs, his little DHOs and stuff, get the shooters coming around. So he seems like a guy that could fit in that system very, very well. I did see a nice dunk from him. So maybe that means that he's athletic, or maybe it means he's 6'9". I don't know, because we've seen Duncan Robinson get up there a few times too, but it was nice to have some sort of athlete in the system, because maybe they're a little bit better defender than Duncan is. I don't know. But I did see, though, Cole Swider did actually shoot 50% from the field as well. So it's not like one of those guys where he shoots 40% from three, 39% from the field because they can't make a layup. No, this is a guy that seems that he can also score inside, or at least be efficient when he does, which is something that I do like to see as well, because those are actually that's actually something that Strus and Duncan was very good at as well. There was points, I remember the last few years, where the league leaders in 2-point field goal percentage was actually Duncan one year, I believe, and Strus another year. Now, if they weren't top, then maybe they were still top 10 or something like that, but it does seem like he can be a Duncan Robinson replacement. If Duncan was sent off in a Damian Lillard trade, people were also wondering at first if this had any sort of impact on that. No, I don't think so. I still don't think we're going to see any movement on the Dame front until training camp. And if we don't see anything past that, I truthfully think it'd be kind of stupid just on Portland's part. I understand a lot of Portland fans are saying, hey, we got no incentive to trade him now because we might as well wait to see if we can get a better package. But I think if there was going to be a better package, I think a team would have stepped up by now. And if not, I do believe Dame's trade value only gets worse over time because, one, not only is he getting older, but, if a team was to trade for him mid-season, well, now you're acquiring a player mid-season without getting a training camp, which is very, very valuable, I think, in terms of adding in a star player. So I do believe his trade value goes down over time. So I think the deal will get done before training camp. But if it doesn't, probably not the smartest move on Joe Cronin's part, but I don't want to get into that a ton because I got plenty of videos over the last week getting into that if y'all want to hear about that. But that's what I got to say about Cole Swider. I will say, though, I don't think Duncan is gone in a Dame trade just because his contract really is bad. A lot of Heat fans will say Duncan's contract is not bad. He had a great finals, good playoff run. He did. But that doesn't excuse the fact that he was getting multiple did not play coaches' decisions for the majority of last season. And when a guy's on a 5-year, $90 million deal and the coach is not playing him because he is not good enough, that's a problem. I mean, not only is it a problem, that's a bad contract. So I don't think that Duncan will be a part of any Dame deal because the Heat would likely have to attach a first-round pick to get rid of Duncan's contract. And we kind of got to save all our first-round picks to give to Portland in order to get Dame in return. So I think the big money we'll see gone to match for Lillard's deal is Lowry, is Tyler, and then obviously some of the young guys may or may not be thrown in. So I do think Duncan will be here, but you still lost Max Strus, who was another movement shooter. He was more than that, but obviously he could be a movement shooter. But so maybe Cole Swider makes the roster, and then you got another guy to fill in for that. But before we get out of here, I do want to do something today called a question of the day, which I may or may not continue to do. I'll see. But this is something I asked Royal on the last podcast, which just dropped yesterday. Again, real funny. Go check it out. My guy Royal from the Basement Sports Network. But it's a would you rather question. So I'm asking the same question to y'all. So answer down in the comments below. Would you rather sprint full speed blindly into a Steven Adams screen, or would you rather take a charge from Zion Williamson running straight at you? For those of y'all, if you don't hoop, running into a screen is one of the most painful things you can do because it's literally like you're sprinting into a brick wall, especially if it was Steven Adams, who is a brick wall, and you don't see it coming. At least with a charge, you could brace yourself a little bit, maybe fall straight back. But then again, Zion Williamson is a big boy. Personally, I think I would take running into the screen because at least you're straight up, and if you run into his chest, you might fall backwards. But if I was to take Zion jumps high. I don't. So if Zion's knee was to clip my chin or my face, I probably would have a broken nose, a broken face, a lot of stuff. But that still doesn't sound that much better than sprinting into a brick wall. But I don't know. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I might pick some of my favorite answers, shout y'all out next video, just to do something fun. But that's all I got for this video. So do leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe. So helps the channel, helps me grow and get really big one day, which is the goal. But I do appreciate all the support, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
Some networks, y'all want to be the heroes of Heat Twitter. A hero is only as good as the villain that they face. We will be that. We don't care. We enjoy that part of it. Now, whether or not they agree with my network as a whole, don't care. I like Ethan Skolnick. I like Greg Sylvander. I like them. I don't think that. See, that is the misconception. It's just the reality.
I know I was blocked by him for a while for a joke that I made in the past that maybe I shouldn't have made
because I like to hear Giancarlo Novis talk about basketball. Kyle Lowry is a fat fuck.
You know what, Royal? I was right.
That's it. You got it.
Your craziest college story. Subscribe to Royals OnlyFans if you want to hear the rest of that story. You want Tyler Hero to be white and he wants to be black?
Yeah, that sounds about right to me, Anthony Donardo. I'll take him behind the curtain. People want to watch me be pissed off at Tyler Hero for things that don't piss me off.
I'll pipe your girl when she texts that won't show up. Balls deep been left just like Tungo Vailoa. Can't you just close your laptop? Can't you just lock your phone?
If you want to talk about me being fat, feel free. Because when my wife get home, she gonna be rubbing on this stuff. Your anger does nothing but give me incentive to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, that's what we would do. Cat's out the bag now. And I'm going to plow right through that New Zealander.
Out of all the crazy things you've said on the internet, you have not said anything crazier